Hello everyone, it's Ashley Markley again, and the scripture I chose for my Three Worlds presentation is Matthew 4 1 through 11. And that is a passage of Jesus' three temptations by the devil in the desert after he has been in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. The first temptation is when the devil asks him to turn stone into bread, but Jesus does not. So then the devil takes him to the temple and tells him to throw himself off the top of the temple. Again, Jesus says no. And the third one is when he takes him to the highest peak. It shows him the whole kingdom. It says that it shows him the whole world. It says that he could have ruling over all of it as long as he would bow down and worship the devil. And with this, Jesus said that we should only worship and serve him and cast the devil away from him. So according to the literary world, Matthew 4 1 through 11 is talking about the time when Jesus was in the desert and was being tempted by the devil. The literary world of this scripture includes the reason that Jesus was tested and the reason that Matthew talks about it. Jesus was tested to show everyone that he is mightier than evil and that we could stand against evil with his help. Matthew talks about this because it has many examples of the evils that surround our world and that have surrounded the world for many, many ages. Matthew used a symbol in the first test that was Jesus turning stones into bread. This symbolizes how easy it was for Jesus to feed everyone, but how he chose not to. For the historical world, it includes the importance of each test. The first was to turn stones into bread, which showed that Jesus had the power to keep the people from being hungry. The significance of bread here was that in the first century, bread was always on the table. These people had bread with every meal, and it was essential to their diets. The second test is that Jesus was brought to the temple and was told to throw himself off of it and asked the angels to save him. The temple is the important part of this. This specific temple was the one that housed the Holy of Holies and was the one place the Jews could go to get sacrifices made and to get true forgiveness with specific sacrifices. And the final one was a political test, the one where Satan was telling Jesus to bow down and worship him and he could get the whole world as his kingdom. The meaning behind this is that God already has the whole world as his kingdom, and that we are only to bow down and worship God, nobody and nothing else. We may have jobs, we may have children, we may have all kinds of other things, but we cannot let those things rule over us. We have to worship and follow the Lord. And then the contemporary world is knowing the things previously mentioned. How can this scripture relate to the contemporary world? The biggest thing here is that Jesus seems to be showing that believers can overcome the evil of this world. We can overcome it with God's help and by trusting and believing in him alone. Another is that the last test reminds us that no matter the physical accomplishments or whatever we get in this world, whatever we have, own, want, we can't let those things rule over us, like I've already said. We have to only serve one thing, and we can only serve one thing. We may be able to do multiple things at once, but we cannot serve more than one God. It's said in the Bible multiple times that we can't serve two masters. If we try to, we'll like one and hate the other. We'll love one and despise the other. Just a no win-win. It's two sides of a coin. that can't be changed. So Jesus expects believers to read his word to get their spiritual food, because we can't live by bread alone. He wants us to trust in him when we fall down and when we need help. And he wants us to only worship him, no matter what we need, what we want, or what we have, or what is part of this world, what's tempting us. We are only to worship him. And that's my 3 worlds presentation. Thank you, guys.